Hello folks, 5G paradigm, which folks, what it means is we switched consciousness actually to another dimension, level, an era. You know, we're the fifth generation, and paradigm basically is what we live in. It's like an aura. That surrounds us. It's like a changing of the times, folks, and it's different from the last thing, from the last reality. It's a changing of realities, and we're in a different reality right now, folks. And it's pretty wild. You gotta admit, man, we're living some very strange days right now. One day everybody's working, we're all fine, and then you wake up and you start noticing tons of homeless people with forts and tents built up on the sidewalks and stuff. Under the regime we are under today, which is un-American, which is inhumane, they are total 100% serving the reptilian race. And whether there are reptilian, maybe they're hybrids, I don't know. Either way, the thing is, they're not serving the human race. They're against us. They're going to Agenda 21 us, which, if you don't know what that is, it used to be easy to find all the information on Agenda 21. And this book was released back in the 70s when people were, at least, it got out of the Pentagon. And it was being shared by some ex-military people. And Agenda 21 is basically depopulation through all means, which is war, famine, mostly, disease, plagues and illnesses. That's their main thing. And this is why Pitbull, the rapper, even came out and said, talking like, if Fidel Castro ever thought about taking, he wanted to take over the world, but if he ever thought that he could do it through just a disease, he's dead now, but he said Fidel would be slapping himself upside the head thinking, what the hell? All I had to do was come up with a disease, come up with an illness, and I could conquer the world and basically make people listen to me, do what I say, take their freedoms away so easily, as has been done in the United States. And this is Pitbull. He's telling you, look at what's going on. They're not saving you from a virus. They're not saving you from a virus, folks. They are basically imprisoning you in your own homes at your own free will. At your own free will, folks. Anyhow, people need to wake up. And when I say, you know what, don't bother voting because it's pointless, because they have a machine right now that does it. Until they can prove otherwise, look at how cocky these politicians are with letting people basically know that, hey, you voted me in, so you voted me in, more of a sarcastic way. But they know that they're put in place and allowed to win at the hands of the Dominion machine, the demonic machines, at the hands of Satan. This is where they feel they get all their power from, and it probably is. But folks, they know they don't need our votes. They do not need our votes, folks. what we fought against, they basically make all the rules. It's kind of like a relaxed communist dictatorship. A little more relaxed. They make you feel that you have your freedoms when you don't. We have Russia today. Russia, they came out in their papers and they sent a letter to our politicians and president about what freedom is. They gave us a lesson on freedom. They gave us a lesson on what freedom is. Is that insane? The leaders of the free world, or we used to be, they gave us a lesson on what freedom is. That's just insane. Anyway, folks, you can see where we're going with this. When Russia is they're more free than we are today, as Russia is putting in their notes and their public display of how Russia is treating the opposition, like the Republicans who disagree with them. And it's basically it. They disagree. You know what? The Republicans disagree with the Joe Obama administration, and they're all being persecuted for it. No kidding. When they're heavily talking about an illegitimate presidency, people are going to jail. These people are being interrogated. They're being harassed. They're being basically destroyed, especially if they're big, like the My Pillow guy. That My Pillow guy has been banned off of all social places like Twitter, Facebook, and all that because he was for Trump. Is that insane? I mean, that's a total loss. And you people that applaud that, man, you're next. Anytime you have a disagreement with your party, they're going to shut you up. You're not going to say anything more than anybody else is. And I don't know, man, this is what you wanted, but you know what? Everything gets worse. When you shut down one freedom, you shut down all. Because now you're stuck to believe in the way they want you to believe. The way you're in now, you think it's your decision? No. Because if you can't change, your freedom is gone. See, now like you, if you're a Democrat and you're say, well, if I wanted to be Republican, I could do that and switch over and say this guy's illegitimate. You can't do that now. See, you're only okay with it because they're going along with the way you want to believe right now. But you don't have that freedom to switch over and start talking anything that you feel is the truth against this president or this illegitimate actually, he's not even a president. I can't call him one. It just don't feel right. It hasn't felt right since day one. That's why they have the Capitol and the White House. They have all this surrounded with National Guardsmen, folks. Because so many people, millions of people, seen this election for what it is, and they have millions of threats against it. So now they want to drop the wall at the border and put it over at the Capitol to protect them. That's how scared they are. Now they wouldn't be this scared, folks, because you've seen the Republicans. They're not a fighting. All right, let's just say they're not They're not the kind of people who go out and start wars and fights and stuff. And even that stuff that happened at the Capitol already been shown that it wasn't even the Republican people. They were Antifa, and it was planned. They're showing that this was 2 weeks in the planning, that they had planned this. And these people were already going to do this stuff because they needed to bring another impeachment against Trump to make sure he doesn't run in 2024. So they had to go there and disrupt. And I don't think anybody was supposed to get killed, but it happened, and you never know. They may have said, hey, if somebody dies during this, especially a cop, that may be good for our side to mourn, so impeach Trump. And Trump, you heard his speech. He said, let's peacefully go down and do whatever they do. Who knows what they're doing. But he told everybody, and he repeated the word peace several times. The thing is, they want to impeach him for telling the truth. They want to impeach him for saying, look, you can see that this election was stolen. It's not hard. Even a blind man can see this election was stolen. So anyway, folks, don't give up on America. Give up on the government, yeah. Because our government is basically pointless. They're not for us. They are for a changing of this paradigm and to take us into and I hate to say it, but that movie 1984, I only watched parts of it because I couldn't stand watching it. I'm thinking, man, if we go there, I'd rather die. Rather die fighting than willingly give up my freedom and live like that. But the whole thing is, man, Russia is schooling us on freedom. Poland, schooling us on freedom. The Scots, schooling us on freedom. All these countries are coming forward right now, and they're bashing the regime that is in the White House today. And they're bashing them on the freedoms that they've taken away from people that do not think the way they do, that want to question what happened in the elections. They want to they're attacking this regime because this regime is attacking the freedoms and the rights of every American citizen. And just because you may agree with that citizen, with that regime's way and what is going on right now with the White House, you may agree with that. But the problem you have, I want you to think, you're not allowed to change. You can't change your mind. You can change it inside your head, but you start speaking loudly about it, and if you find out things that kind of wake you up, if that ever happens, you don't have that freedom to go out and start spreading the truth, because they will shut you down. They will shut you up. They will take away every social media thing you play on, because you're not allowed to change. Now see, that right there should let you know, wow, our freedoms are definitely gone. When you take away one freedom from one side, you take it away from everyone, because now nobody can change. Everybody has to think alike. It's like a talk show. Who the heck wants to watch a talk show where everybody agrees on everything, because then it's over in 5 seconds? When you're watching a talk show, a debate, you want to see the debate because you want to see both sides. You want to hear both sides. And then you can, for yourself, decide who's right and who's wrong. But on this way, the way the regime has it now is you don't get to decide. They've already made that for you. We're stuck in this paradigm right now, and this is where a lot of the Mandela effect comes in. Because somebody is playing with the clock, and my battery's getting ready to die, so I gotta go, folks. Talk to you again in a little bit.